now appearing in the building, up in every ear hole from 80-year-olds to the children. You're here to hear about the heroes and the villains, and save yourself some dollars, yen, and euros from the zeros to the millions. This is a lot of class packed into one podcast. They probably ought to have laws passed, but it's too late to stop the onslaught. Raw blast of compacted, bombastic, five-alarm sass. They're talking AVX, way back to Secret Invasion. They're talking flying up high in the sky, down to the feet on the pavement. They're reading the pages of every single one of the summer events. So other than Bendis, you want to be coming to them when you want the Avengers. They're up inside of your environment with flying iron fists, giant-sized Goliaths, and the tiniest super scientists. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's mightiest. EMP, literally MP3 TNT. Young, new, mighty, and secretly. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's mightiest. EMP, literally MP3 TNT. Young, new, mighty, and secretly. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's mightiest.
Welcome to EMBS episode 63, where we shoot the breeze for about an hour. We're recording this on May 11th, 2025. To get these EMBS episodes as they come out, consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/EMPcast for as little as $1 a month. You help us keep the lights on and the servers running, and you get free goodies from us. And, actually, I still got some work to do, but yes, and I got some comics to ship out too. So Viet will get to work on that next week.
Yeah.
Special thanks to our new Patreon supporters. Oh, this is not that. Never mind.
Nope, we don't have that. That's just there for in case we get new ones. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. But we do have some feedback.
Yes, we do. Over on our YouTube page, I forgot to mention it last time, on our episode 61, which was Big Challenges, I think, titled Big Challenges. And at Douglas said, I guess we mentioned Redbox at some point in that episode, and they mentioned that Redbox went under a few months ago. So, whoops. You know, like, you kind of just used to seeing that the Redbox, you know, at stores or whatever, and you never go to it. And then I guess they're gone.
I guess that's what happens to that when you never go to it.
Exactly. Because, I mean, like, I don't know. I did it, like, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and I was like, ugh, I gotta go back and return it. So much.
Takes me back to the early Netflix days. We used to just drop your discs in the mail.
Yeah.
Man, there would be trays of those things at the post office. And
Oh,
then it would
man.
slowly decline.
I can only imagine. Like, I back in the burn and return days of Netflix.
Hey, it was the only viable way to get some things.
Yeah. They were getting sneaky with it. Because, like, I was, like, getting them and returning them the next day, and I started noticing on their envelopes, they started giving me envelopes that mailed to a further place, to a further warehouse. I was like, aha! Sneaky.
Oh, man.
But, yeah. Also, on episode 62, Tackless, just giving the big philosophical questions. The real question is, would you consider the Spider-Man baddie, Rhino, a furry?
Ooh. Hold on. Because, like, what makes it a furry? Do they have to have fur?
I mean, I would imagine it's just a mammal would consider you a furry.
So
but then, like, being a furry is more of a lifestyle, and
have we seen Alexi out of the suit that much?
You can't. That's kind of the curse. So The dictionary has the definition as an enthusiast for
Yeah.
animal character with human characteristics, in particular, a person who dressed up in a costume as such a character or uses one as an avatar online. So, fur has nothing to do with it by this definition.
So you're telling me that the rhino is a fursona? That's what I'm hearing.
The
Yeah,
rhino is a
but I
furry.
mean, I don't know. I feel like you need to be like. I mean, like we've never seen. So I mean, he could be, but also like he's not like part of a group that I know of, and he doesn't call it his fursona.
True, but right now I feel like the angry meme with the guy throwing his arms up, like, I guess.
But yeah, I guess we were talking about furries drinking water in that episode. So
Oh yeah, like
that's
shoving
where
the
that
whole
came from.
bottle in their mouth or something
Yep,
like that.
yep. That was at SC Comic Con. So again, just asking the important questions. So until proven otherwise, I'm gonna say no, just because the enthusiast part is the thing.
Now
the
hold
key.
on. What's the enthusiast line here? Because I would say jumping into a rhino suit, you have to be enthusiastic of some aspect of it. Like, that's
I
not
don't
a
know,
decision you
but
take lightly.
that's more of a tactical. That's more of a tactical being a bad guy kind of thing,
I don't
and
know.
not as an enthusiast to be the animal necessarily. At least that's how I would take it.
You make a strong case. I still think I'm going to say he's a furry, though.
All right, like Squirrel Girl. Is Squirrel
Yeah.
Girl a furry?
Well, no, she's like no, she doesn't literally have the tail, does she? No, she does.
I think she does.
She's a mutant, if you will.
Mutate?
Yeah.
Huh.
She can't help that. Alexi could have chosen any other suit to walk into. It could have been like a gigantic Iron Man knockoff, and he would have been the Ironmonger because he's not that bright. We all know this.
Yeah.
But no, he went for the rhino suit because he likes animals.
Maybe. Like I said, until proven otherwise, I'm gonna say no.
Look, I'm saying the proof's in the pudding. That's all I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying it's 100%. I want to see him at a convention.
That's the
start getting pictures
convention
now.
interview you walk around with. Like, excuse me, do you consider the rhino a furry? And just stone face him. Don't say any other words at that point. Just look.
Oh, now that it hit me that it's May, it's been a busy week, but May 7th was the 14th anniversary of the first episode of EMP.
What?
Whoa, my word.
Yes, 14
That's
years.
crazy.
It's also my mother's birthday, which is why I forgot to post anything online about it. But
one of these are more important.
Yeah.
It's just hard to believe.
I know, you really should have not contacted your mother at all. I'm upset about that.
Yeah. I hope you didn't mix the messages.
Exactly. Like, what did you think I was implying?
Like boy, what are you talking about?
Never an issue with that. But yeah, we've been in front of these microphones for 14 years, my friend.
That is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. We're still like we're our listener count is dramatically less than what it was.
Well, are y'all still enjoying it, though?
Yeah.
Hell, that's all that matters then. For the Baker's dozens of fans out there right now, that's why
Hell yeah. And people have stayed strong, hanging out with us. I don't know why, but
They like your opinions, and you both are very friendly. That's why.
Yeah, because we're us. And it's funny too, because I started listening to podcasts on Spotify. So I started loading in my podcast and it gives suggestions. And there is a shit ton of comics podcasts out there. There is so many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we were like the only Avengers centric one around
Yes.
for a long time.
That's bizarre to think about, just seeing how the Avengers have become the pop culture thing for a while.
And
Yeah.
the amount of X-Men podcasts too. It's just wow.
Well, that's because
Wow.
X-Men were the cool kids. They always were.
No, when we started, there was literally like maybe 3 when we started doing EMX.
Well, yeah, when y'all started doing that, that was when Marvel was actively trying to kill the title because they didn't own the film licensing.
Yeah, you're in line.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we've been all but told that. And so, like, yeah, X-Men had some shitty years, but that led to some great runs, like Jason Aaron's Wolverine in it and the X-Men. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's cyclical, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is cyclical because when they're not looking, that's when the stuff gets good again. Hi, Krakoa. I miss you.
Amen.
I know this isn't a video podcast, but I'm doing like the K-pop hearts at the camera. Please.
So then December will actually mark 13 years of EMX.
Dang, we only went a year without doing X-Men podcast. That's crazy. I thought we waited way longer, but
No, it wasn't even it was a little bit over a year. We did it December 2020, 2012. Jeez. Here comes Mudbug.
yep, we're getting old.
We are. There's a lot of different voices out there. So I would say for the Discord users out there, jump on let's do some conversation. What podcasts are you guys listening to? What's great out there? Give you guys a little homework.
Besides us, of course, obviously.
I mean, obviously, number one. I didn't think that was a question. It was assumed.
Yeah. All right, Seth. We got special guest Seth here,
Hey, guys.
co-creator of Dalrek the Mighty, that you can
With
get
my
on
buddy
Global
Sean.
Comics.
With an X at the end.
Yes. What have you been up to?
Have either of you heard of this wonderful time waster called Blueprints?
Nope.
No.
Because that's what I've been up to. It has taken over my life a little bit, and I hate that when a game does it. But it, like, scratches that wonderful itch. Did either of you play Myst back in the day?
No, but I thought you were building a house at first.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there. Like, that's part of it. The whole kayfabe of the story is your rich uncle died and left you his 45-room mansion, and you have to find the hidden 46th room to collect the rest of your inheritance. Great, grand, wonderful. Except every time you open a door, it's a different room. And, well, in a specific run. It's like a roguelike in that respect, where when you start opening doors, they change the layouts and everything, and you are building this house to try to get to the hidden room. But as you're doing it, weird stuff starts going on. And by God, if I don't want to know what this mystery is telling me. So that is what I've been up to, is Blueprints.
And what is that on? Is it
Steam, PlayStation, I think, Switch, and
Blueprints
Xbox,
TM on Steam?
Maybe Blueprints TM on, like, now this is where my southern accent is killing me. Like, Blue Nobility Prints.
Oh, Blueprints. Okay, gotcha.
And there's also
purple.
yeah. But then I also catch the double meaning of blueprints. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. Because there's also a Blueprints.
Yeah.
As in on Steam as well. Okay. Blueprints.
Yes.
Got it.
But it is absolutely lovely. Wonderful game. I encourage any and everyone to partake in the madness that is going to consume the rest of my waking days.
Nice.
Hmm. And how do we find this one?
Oh, this one, like I said, is on Steam.
I mean, how did you stumble into it? How did you start playing?
I ended up stumbling into it because a buddy of mine, Josh, kind of turned me on to it because I always love puzzle games and stuff, or puzzles in general. I love, and so this game has been popping up in various conversations I had heard, and I was like, okay, let's take a look. Took about 5 minutes before the game just had me hook, line, and sinker. Like I'm an easy mark for this stuff.
It reminds me of a game in middle school where we used to have to build cities and stuff, and you have to have money. I don't remember the name of it, but this is a long time ago.
Oh, well, like Sim City?
It might have been before that.
Oh, wow.
Possibly. It's fake. Anyway.
Yeah.
Was there like a tycoon that was city building or something? Like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something?
Probably. Like Hotel Tycoon, I'm sure, or something like that. There was a whole bunch of those tycoon games.
Yeah.
Which was the first one actually Roller Coaster or?
I only played Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day.
I only had ever played Roller Coaster. I did like Game Dev Tycoon not too long ago. That was fun. Let's take a look here.
Well, while you do that, I have been actually looking, and I realized I've been going to the movies a lot this year. Took the kids to go see the Minecraft movie.
How was that?
It was actually pretty funny. I enjoyed it. Not that I know a lot about Minecraft. I know a little bit, besides, the building and the crafting and the digging. But there was plenty of in jokes in there that the young ones knew and loved. But Jet Black, I mean, Jason Momoa.
That's just flirt.
There are some ladies that would like to drink him up.
Yeah, had one of those earlier today at Mother's Day brunch. But yeah,
Jason Mimosa.
A mimosa itself.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he is a pretty man.
I get you.
But yeah, it was actually pretty funny. It was good. I know there's things that went over my head and I didn't probably understand, but overall, it had a clear story, beginning, middle, and end. It didn't drag at all. Plenty of room for sequels or whatever else they want to spin out of it. So, it was worth checking out. I was surprised.
Yeah, most of the folks I know that are pretty much parents with kids that play Minecraft, and all the kids seem to enjoy it. So I feel like that's all that matters.
I mean, it was killing it at the box office too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was getting a lot of shit for a while.
I mean, no matter what that movie did, it was going to get a lot of shit.
Right.
What was it getting shit for?
Just in general.
Know. Yeah. Or I don't know. I guess like the direction they were going, and I don't know.
Oh, people hate fun, Corbin. Didn't you get the memo?
Yeah.
You cannot. You got to take the shit seriously. The children are craving the minds.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a geek and a nerd, so I've always been on the out crowd before.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. As for me, I finally I've been reading a lot of Delicious in Dungeon.
Ooh.
And I finally caught up to the anime.
Nice.
For those who don't know, the anime goes all the way up to 3 chapters in volume 8. And that's where the anime ends. And it's pretty much like shot for shot storyline.
Good.
So if you want to save money, and I mean, I recommend getting the whole thing and reading the whole thing because it's great. The artwork is amazing, and like the storytelling is great.
So it's over. It's over. It's done.
Yes.
Okay.
The manga is over. Yeah, it's 14 volumes. So it's basically like a little over half was the anime. And so I'm guessing there's probably, when it does come back, it'll probably just be one season unless they do the thing that companies normally do and break up, like a season 2 part 1 2
Mm.
3 4 and 5. I hope they don't do that. But yeah, so I'm on to volume 9, and so it's gonna be interesting, guys. I don't know if you guys have started reading the manga at all, or
I need to read the manga. My wife loves it.
yeah, it's great. It's been really good. One good thing about the manga on the volumes is that they kind of have like these little bonus, like 1 page, 2 page comic over the monster that they dealt with
Mhm.
in
Okay,
the
that's
volume.
cool.
And so those are little those are kind of fun, and there's like little artwork in the back of all, like pretty much gives you a summation of the monsters that they deal with in the back cover.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's good. I've been enjoying it.
Okay.
So to answer the previous question that was thrown out there, there's like 3 different tycoons that were back in the day. You had an MMORPG tycoon. I found out that was pretty interesting.
Huh.
But there's like a car company tycoon. They got really into it. Like, here's a brothel tycoon. Like, I'm kind of intrigued if this is like Madam Training or
Oh my.
like,
Madam Tycoon, huh?
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
then there's like
that's
Moon Tycoon. What the hell are you tycooning on the moon? Like, I don't know. But there is a diverse meta of the tycoon game, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, have y'all been watching Andor?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Fiat, are you caught up?
I haven't picked up the second season yet.
Oh, okay.
I
So
have
that's
not
not.
watched the most recent year, the most recent 3.
Oh, well.
First 2 years were great.
Right after you finish this one, there's an
Hmm.
episode of Rebels that it literally goes right into, which is
Yeah,
pretty
you sent
excellent
that
on
to
that part.
us.
Oh, I did send it to you guys. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that sounds awesome.
You could, I think you're going through Clone Wars now, right, Seth?
Yes, I am going through Clone Wars at the moment.
You can watch. I think you can watch. You can watch Rebels without having to watch
Okay.
Clone Wars first. If you wanted to jump, there's a lot less episodes.
Oh, I'm sure. I've just been diving back into like Clone Wars and stuff like that after getting into the card game for a bit.
Uh-huh.
Because I missed a lot of Star Wars for a while. Not for lack of wanting, just, well, I didn't really desire to for some reason. I'm
I've
going back.
been oh,
No, you
sorry.
go. I was just saying I'm going back and watching a lot of stuff now, so it's fun.
Go ahead, Viet. I have something to add, but go first.
Oh, I was like, I remember like trying to watch Andor before and having an issue like sticking with it, and I realized that I needed to watch them like 3 episodes
Mm-hmm.
at a time in 3
Fair.
episode chunks. Is that still the case
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
for season 2?
They so much so that each drop for the week is 3 episodes that are just one arc.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a 1 year gap between each 3 episodes.
Hmm.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect. Okay. Yeah,
But-
I need to pick it up.
Yeah, it's it's if you watch it 1-1, it does feel kind of slow. It's the 3 kind of give you a full story, chunky story, I should say.
It is
But-
chunky, but they're gonna pay off, I hope.
Oh yeah. But Seth, I was gonna say with Clone
If you guys
Wars.
want to talk, I can dip out.
Oh
For a
no,
sec.
it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine. With Clone Wars, I have to look, but you may want to not watch the last season until maybe after Rebels.
Understood.
I have to look. I have to go back and see. Definitely like the last 4 or 5 episodes of that final season of Clone Wars. You want to wait.
Gotcha.
All right, so we'll we'll talk about Andor after the season is over as well.
Sounds good.
We can really get in with that. So well, Viet, I know you don't like to go to the movies anyway. So Seth, have you seen Sinners?
No, I am going Wednesday. I am so excited to see Sinners, though.
Oh my goodness. That movie is something special. There's a lot of cultural reference to it, but overall, it is just a fantastically made movie. There's a specific music scene that is just the CGI, the blending of the music, the mixing of the music. It is just perfection. They went out to tell an epic story and they completely pulled it off. The actors in there have done a fantastic job. I don't know most of them. There's probably like 2 or 3 actors that I would really recognize and know. And of course, Michael B. Jordan just killed it. But the thought they put into it, the effort, I mean, the writing, it is just overall, it is something special. It is really something special. And you're going to have so much fun watching it. Viet, I know you don't go to the theaters, but this is one you might want to see in theaters because just the scope of it is just, it's great.
Yeah, I know. I need to go.
Oh, I'm pumped. I cannot wait to see this.
And Haley Steinfeld, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kate
yeah.
Bishop?
Oh, yeah. She has some lines in this movie. I will leave it at that. There's some really good lines, but yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's a mid credits and after credits, so just stay through all of it, Seth, because
Anytime I go to the theater, I stay through the credits. That was a habit prior to the Marvel movies, but I am excited to see it.
Especially the after credit ones.
Oh,
really
hell
good.
yeah. And plus, Ryan Coogler behind the camera, I'm going to have a good time. I automatically know that.
Oh, yeah. All right, Viet.
All right. Let's see. It's been a weird month. I'm not consuming the stuff that I usually do, but I watched Bill Burr's comedy special.
Nice.
The Drop Dead Years. And it was really good. Bill Burr continues to be one of my favorite comedians. And he's amazing. He's a master.
He absolutely is.
I would probably say like he's probably the closest thing to if not like this period of times like George Carlin. Almost.
He's kind of inherited into it a bit. I
mean,
he reminds me a lot of like Bill Hicks from back then, and especially just with how angry he is right now, it just matches how angry the world is, so it kind of works really well.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? Like he has every right to be one of those comics that are mad about cancel culture and all that stuff.
But, and he does not.
He's not. Yeah.
He's like, no, it's fine. Just keep going. I don't know. I really enjoy his stuff.
Yeah, he's still one of my favorite comics. Have I told the story that I opened for him?
No, let's hear it. Well, you might have said it before for them, but not for me.
Right. So, I was an MC over at the Punchline in Atlanta, and I was MCing for him. This was back when he still had hair. He was still doing comedy clubs. right? He's not doing like theaters. It was like probably like right before he started making it really big. And like he was my favorite comedian. I was maybe 2 or 3 years in as a stand up, and you've heard his material, right? Like he could very well be an asshole.
Oh,
Right?
easily.
Like,
Without
yeah,
even
like he
trying.
could come off that way if you know any of his stuff. And I was terrified to talk to him because he was my favorite comedian, and I didn't want to get my heart broken. And
Fair.
so I went up, like I was total fanboy talking to him, and I was like, oh, Mr. Burr. Like, I'm Viet, I'm your MC today. I was wondering if I like, what you wanted me to say when I bring you up. And he could probably tell that I'm nervous, right? And he just looked at me like dead faced, and he said, "A good MC would have IMDb'd their headliner ahead of time and gotten his credits." And I'll just like, and you probably saw the look of heartbreak in my face. And I was like, oh God, he's actually a dick. I'm just like, don't ever meet your heroes, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm just fucking with you, man. And he's like, I don't know, fucking say like fucking HBO or some shit. Nobody gives a fuck. And it's just like, I'm like, oh, thank God.
That moment of abject horror that everything about meeting your heroes is true.
Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't, like he definitely wouldn't remember me. Like we weren't like friends or anything,
No.
but he was nice. He was a nice guy. And good to work with. But yeah, I'll take that story with me for as long, long as I can.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a
I
story
got to
with good
open for it.
mileage.
So, yeah. So he got me good. But yeah, the comedy special is good. It's him just kind of like him being like a regular dude, but just like dealing with getting older and learning about depression and things like that. So it's kind of like introspective, but it's also funny how he reacts to it and how he's kind of learning about himself, and it's kind of interesting in a way, but also funny at the same time. So it's a good watch. That's on Hulu.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of comedies. I need to start doing better with that.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I stopped doing comedy, I kind of like don't like I'll watch some of my favorites like my heroes and stuff, but I don't really watch a whole ton of it. But I was just like, Bill Burr's got a new special. I need to watch it.
Do you just not want that temptation anymore? Is that why you don't do it?
Not really. Like I don't know. It's one of those things where like I can't go to a comedy show because I see everything technically. So like I try to tell people like no, do not. I was like, do not sit me in the front. I was like, because I am the worst laugher. Like, because like I'm the one I'm gonna be looking at it technically. I'm like, oh, that was a good one. That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
You're gonna give him notes
Instead
at
of like
the end?
actually, yeah. Instead
Sitting
of
there at the
actually
end, like, that
laughing.
was really good patter. He had it
Yeah.
nailed.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh, that's a good comeback. Like that's a good callback. And like I was just like, no, I do not. And that like I'd be the worst person for a comedian to see.
Okay.
But yeah, this is one of those things where I just don't. I'm not in the community anymore, and so I just don't think about it as much.
So what you're saying is you don't miss it.
Yeah, not really. Like I see some people that I started with, and I see that they have like Netflix specials and stuff, and I get a little jealous seeing their success, but they're obviously working way harder than I ever did. So makes sense, and I'm really happy for them. But that's the only time I ever kind of miss it. I was like, do I want to keep doing it? And I was like, nah, not really.
So what you're saying is you're a slacker.
That's what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Pretty much.
Like I didn't want to go into it, but thanks for bringing it up, Corn.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I got other things to worry about. All right, back to you, Seth.
Oh. So I have been excited. I haven't got to sit down and really crank through it yet because I've been going through season 1 again, but Poker Face season 2 just started up. Any of you guys like mysteries?
Oh, it's on my list of things to watch, but yes, love mysteries.
Oh, have you not seen season 1?
I have not seen it, no.
Oh, Corwin. Oh, my word, sir. You need to fix that if you enjoy a good mystery. It's Ryan Johnson. He, for the audience, because I am sure you know, he did, what was it, Last Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the second film? Yeah, Last Jedi. And he did the Knives Out films, more importantly to this.
Yes.
And, man, Knives Out was the last movie I saw in theaters before COVID, and I just had a grin ear to ear. And maybe it was just that amount of joy prior to just all the lockdown that made it one of my personal favorites. But, man, I thought he did such a great job. And then he continues in Poker Face. It's just a fun how catch 'em.
And that's on...
Oh, that's on Hulu? Peacock? Hold on.
I can tell you. Sorry.
It's okay. I think it's Peacock.
Is it Russell Crowe?
No, it's not Russell Crowe.
No, that's a movie. Okay.
No,
That's a
Poker
movie.
Face, starring
Okay.
Natasha Lyonne, started
Okay.
2 years ago. Like I said, directed by Ryan Johnson. It is on Peacock. I hope I'm saying it right. But she essentially is she's got a lie detector in her, more or less. Like, whenever she hears someone say a lie, she immediately knows. Sure, it's the kayfabe of the show, but who cares? They use it really well. She's not crime to save the day. She's usually finding out who murdered a friend of hers that day, or someone who was nice to her. So, completely selfish as a character, but it's really interesting.
You know, I never finished that. She had a show on Netflix with the time where she was stuck in that time loop. I forgot the name of it, but I never finished that.
Russian Doll.
Yes, I never finished that. Was that good?
Yeah, Russian Doll season 1 was really good. I have not gone back to watch season 2 as of yet, but season 1 having the time loop trope is something that I really enjoy, and I think they did it well.
Okay, so I got to go back for that one. She's a great actress. She definitely is talented.
She really is.
Was she comedian first? What was she doing beforehand?
I mean, she was a comedian first. She was an actor. Remember way back when she was in American Pie?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, she was in American Pie.
She was in the original American Pie.
She was in Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah. But that was... Orange is the New Black was like the beginning of her comeback.
Right.
Because she had a horrible time between American Pie and Orange is the New Black.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I want to say she had a very bad drug addiction problem. Like, a lot of what happened to her character in Orange is the New Black is something that happened with her, she was saying. Let's see here. Yes, everyone loves hearing typing on a podcast. Natasha Lyonne problems. Here we go. Struggled with drug addiction, legal issues during the early 2000s, including arrest for driving under the influence, and incidents involving harassments and trespassings. In 2005, she was hospitalized for Hep C and a collapsed lung, and her addiction to heroin led to homelessness and eviction from her apartment. Ooh. However, she has since recovered. So yeah, she went through hell for a little bit.
Oof. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
She's doing better.
Yeah, came out on the other side, started making Poker Face, and I, for one, want her to make more.
Good.
Indeed. All right. So I was going to continue with the movie streak. Whoops, where'd my notes go? I'll save the last movie till the last round. We'll probably do one more round after this, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are we still doing the MCU thing or no?
Yes, that's the last.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so I'll save that. What did I had an older anime that I was going to talk about, but today I started watching something called To Be Hero X. Now, didn't know anything going into it. I do believe it might be a Chinese anime, actually. It's airing on Crunchyroll. So it's I think this is probably going to be as big, if not close to, My Hero Academia.
Really?
So yeah, I think it's going to be that big. It is really good. So let me set the scene for you guys.
Please.
In this society, people having belief in you is something that is literally measured on your wrist. So the more popular of a superhero you are, the more people have faith in you, the stronger you are. So of course they have their
So
top.
your strength is algorithm based?
Sounds like it.
Unfortunately, yes.
Look, it sounds like
That
Mikhail
sounds awful.
Rasputin's made some changes.
For the
Yeah.
for the good and the bad. So our story starts out with, our story starts out. The first episode starts out with this kid who's working in marketing. He has this whole marketing pitch of, anybody can be a hero, and his boss just kind of hates it, gets fired. So he's at his lowest of the low, and he's, of course, how it goes, on the top of a building, staring over the ledge. And then the hero that he likes, the hero he was doing his commercial for, literally walks right by him, walks right off the top of the building, and splat.
Oh.
Yes. Splat. He's freaked out. The hero's agent comes, and everybody's in a panic because, of course, no one wants to know what happened, to admit what was going on. And it just so happened that our character looks exactly like our hero. So guess what happens to our main character?
Becomes the hero.
He becomes the hero and steps into the role. And that's like literally like the first 15 minutes of the first episode, and it goes crazy from there. But what surprised me is 5 episodes in, we shift to a new character. So it seems like they're world building with different characters, and maybe they're going to bring them all together. I don't know where it's going, and that's kind of the fun of it. But more so, the animation is ridiculously gorgeous. It has a bit of Spider-Verse to it, but then at certain points, for no reason, or sometimes for the action, it switches to 2D animation, and they just get really playful with the animation style. So between the animation and the story, this show is like, it hooked me. It hooked me. It is great. I'm really looking forward to where they're going to go with this, and how the society is going to work, and just heroes and villains. And I'm not even going to ruin some of the good surprises, but there's some nice twists in there that's just going to keep you glued to your seat and want you begging for the next episode.
What was the name of this again?
To Be Hero X.
Okay.
It is on Crunchyroll.
I need it. I need to give it and get Crunchyroll. There's a series that I heard my friend Christine say, it is one of like a ridiculously long title, very anime-ish, that I kind of want to check out. She said it was really cute. Something. Oh, it's called I look forward to watching it. It's called I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
Okay.
I might have to put that on the list.
The titles are getting out of hand, guys.
Oh well, no, the reincarnated as a vending machine or something. That's kind of when I
Yeah.
realized they're getting out of hand.
Yeah. Like I had to Google it every time. I was just like, "What? What is something? Something guild receptionist?" I don't remember. But yeah, it's on. I think it's only on Crunchyroll, and so it's just like, oh, fine. Or maybe I'll get the Prime version of it.
Oh, use
That way you
point
can
your
just have it in
extras.
your one little area.
Yeah, and I think I could be wrong. I'll need to double check, but I think like if you have Amazon Prime and you get that digital credit for slow shipping, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I want to say you can use that credit
Hey.
to use on like the the Crunchyroll Prime kind of thing. But I think they still don't have the same library as like a regular Crunchyroll account, though.
Because why would they?
Yeah, that's how they get you.
What, make things easier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like going to Pop Copy. None of it's easy.
yeah. All right. Okay, so back to me.
Yes.
I didn't really. I can't think of anything else that I consumed except for Last of Us, but that's
We
still
could
going.
we
There
could
was
talk.
actually an episode that came out today.
Yeah, we could talk about what we think so far because whew, I mean, we all knew what was coming, and it still didn't make it any hurt any less.
Yeah, I never played the game at all, so I'm just like, ooh.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, yeah. I mean, like, I kind of did, but also, like, I sort of had like some vague things of watching my friends play on Twitch, but yeah, I didn't know. I was just like, ooh, oh, okay.
Mm, yeah, it's heartbreaking. Almost as bad as the first episode of the first season, how the first game starts off. I mean, it's just.
Is that how the game starts?
Oh yeah,
The second?
Yeah, that's how
And
the second game starts.
and it's
Oof.
even worse because you don't get any backstory. You start the game as Abby, and you go through
Oh,
everything, and then it happens, and it's not until like halfway through the game that you realize who she is, who Abby is, and what her beef really is, and where it comes from. But when I tell you that Ellie is gonna go on a rampage, oh, it's gonna be poetic. It's going to be traumatizing complete for everybody involved. It's going to be completely traumatizing, but that game is just
Naughty Dog likes
yeah,
to abuse us.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I never played the games, so I just been consuming it, and it is kind of interesting because I do kind of wonder where, like, where it gets to like heavy storyline parts. I'm just like, this isn't in the game, right? Like, because how is this a gameplay kind of thing, and things like that. And so, but yeah, I've been enjoying the series.
I mean, most of it is actually in game. They expand a few little things, like the town didn't get attacked like it did at the beginning of season 2. It didn't happen like that. So they tweak things here or there, and the therapist thing is a
I don't
whole new
think
angle.
Seth has watched the show at all.
I haven't, but I played the games.
Oh well,
Yeah.
then he knows
Yeah,
90% of what happens.
Yeah.
it's part of the reason why I haven't watched the show. Honestly, it's like I feel like I am going to get practically nothing.
No, you will still enjoy it. They put little twists. They expand things a bit to make it interesting.
Okay.
As a show, standalone show itself, it is still fantastic, whether you know what's going to happen or not. And some of it, yes, is scene for scene, sometimes word for word, right out of the game. But it is
I have no doubt.
it is so good. Like, just tell y'all, I got my parents on it. So my mom was over here because she never watched the last episode of the first season till recently. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to watch this, we have to watch the first 2 episodes of season 2 because you have to. And yeah, she was in awe. So
It's always a good feeling.
Speaking of badass characters, though, back to Delicious and Dungeon, like you get to see like what that group of elves that showed up to take care of the dungeon at the end of the anime. You get to see what they can do, and they're pretty cool. I'll say.
okay.
Good to know.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
All right, we'll do one last round and we'll finish out.
Oh wait, I think I do have one more.
Oh, do you?
But yeah. So yeah, go ahead, Seth.
Well, recently I've been reorganizing my comic room, and it is taking a toll on me because moving all those boxes downstairs. Oh my god, guys! I had 44 long boxes that I had to move from upstairs to downstairs.
Over like 2 weeks?
Nah, man. I did that shit over a day.
Why don't you like yourself?
It's a long story. A lot of it involves my parents, but I'm getting better now. So,
Oh man, when we hired movers to get to the new house, and I overheard them do like, "I hope we're not bringing those upstairs." I'm like, "You kind of are." I'm so sorry.
yeah, this moment of I've got some bad news.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a good tip.
But it has allowed me to put on display the fairly absurd amount of Dragon Ball Z figures I've accumulated.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What kind?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the SH figure arts.
Oh,
ones, right?
yeah. I've got practically the entire line of the figure art set up and displayed.
Nice.
Ooh, my kids.
With some third parties and everything. I'll throw some in the Discord. It is a labor of love for me because I do and very much so enjoy Dragon Ball, and I decided to have some fun. And there's like some One Piece ones, some Berserk, and like I got a Rocketeer and a Hellboy as well. They're set up. There's some different stuff, but the vast majority is Dragon Ball.
Yeah, for Christmas and birthday, Nikolai, my youngest, I would get him a couple of those, and he'd love them. He loves them, but he plays with them. He plays with them a lot. So of course, they're not really made for that. So there's pieces missing, and sometimes stuff breaks. But they are beautifully made, and they're expensive as shit too. But
they can be if you get them. If you get them while you're there, they're pretty damn cheap. I'll say that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
but yes, they are not exactly the cheapest figures on earth to acquire. I knew what I was doing when I dove in.
Yeah, they're gorgeous figures. They're worth the money for sure.
Oh no, I agreed entirely. The sheer amount of faces and different hands that you'll get and the accessories with some of them, it just makes it's fun to display them, and that's what I like to do with my figures.
I would have killed for those when I was 10 years old.
No, you are not
so lucky.
You are not fucking lying, Corin. The entire reason why this has been happening is because I remember getting like the one Gogeta I saw when they came with the little Dragon Balls and they were on the cardboard cards at fucking Walmart. That was like the single Dragon Ball figure I had and I adored. Mm-hmm. Something clicked for me. I was like, oh, wait, I have adult money now and no one to tell me no.
Yeah.
Someone probably should have. I'm not going to lie. But those decisions have been made by past sets.
Yeah. I put up my Gargoyles toys and my Marvel Legends up like last month as well. So it was kind of a spring cleaning kind of month.
Well,
Yeah, I'll throw those pictures in the chat. It has been so much fun recently.
well,
Yeah,
Seth,
the
if you
figures
see,
have been really great.
I was gonna say if you see stuff at a good price, but I forgot what era we're in right now. But yeah, sales or anything like that, just let me know because
Yeah, that's non-existent now.
yeah, yeah.
I will be more than happy to point you to the sites that I go to grab mine pretty cheap. However, I used to import directly. I don't know if that's going to be the case anymore.
Yeah, I got him some JoJo ones, some of those
Oh,
JoJo
those
figures,
new
like
ones.
two.
Nice.
Not this past Christmas, Christmas before, but it actually worked out to be a lot cheaper getting it directly from overseas. You know, you'd have to
Yeah.
bundle like 3 or 4 of them, but it actually worked
Yeah,
out to be better priced.
exactly. You can bundle 3 or 4, and it ends up being the price of like 2 of them over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
it's
was surprised.
more than worth it.
Yeah, I have the Spy Family.
Oh,
Spy
nice.
Family SH Figure Arts ones. I even got Bond and an Anya that can ride on top of Bond.
Nice.
Very cute.
Did you get the little meme? The little image I showed you.
Oh yeah, God.
Seth, I'll send it to you later. But I found this image of
It's like Anya with Bond, and then that one dude from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
Dr.
no! Hold up. I think you said that to the group chat because I remember seeing this, and she's like losing her shit, and you see Yor
Yeah,
coming
and
in.
Yor is
coming
about
down.
to murder. Yeah,
We all wish it would have happened, though, right?
Yes, we do.
I mean,
Yes, we
shout
do.
out her,
You
man.
stay away from Anya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Oh, I did print out another cool while we're talking about action figures. I found a blank background for the X-Men arcade game.
Ooh.
Yes.
And so I did print out and I built like a small diorama, and because like the arcade game Sentinels came out, and I have like 2 of those. I have 4 of them, and I'm gonna go and get my action figures and try to make some cool pictures. Try to take some X-Men arcade game type pictures with
That's so very cool.
yeah, it should be fun. You know, when I get this thing called free time, next time I get some of that,
thing.
yeah. But I have it printed out, and I took some test shots, and I'm just like, all right, I think I got the scale right this time. Also, poster board is expensive
as hell.
Why is foam board so expensive, Corbin?
They don't want you using paper. I have no clue.
Foam board was like $8 for like one thing. I mean, given it was CVS, but still.
Blame the government.
Holy shit, it is expensive. I was
So
like,
is
I
food.
do not remember it being this much. But I mean, the last time I bought poster board, so
Were you in college?
maybe college, if not before that.
I can't even tell you when the last time I even thought about that would be.
Yeah, but yeah, foam board. It's like $8.
All right, so I was getting into a little conversation with these fellas about Thunderbolts asterisks. Viet has not seen it yet, but I will definitely tell everybody to go see it, and maybe we'll talk about it after Viet sees it, which might be when it comes home. But we will eventually talk about it on the show. But it kind of got me wondering, with these last phases since the end of Endgame, where do these movies rank with you? What are your top 3 rankings when it comes to the MCU post Endgame? I'm trying to pull up the list that you sent.
I did watch Cap Brave New World recently. That was another thing I watched. That was going to be the last thing I was going to bring up, but this is perfect, I guess.
Well, yeah, we can talk about it. What'd you think?
I liked it. it wasn't like like it's not Winter Soldier or Civil War good, but it was good.
Yeah.
Not like I don't know strong complaints really.
It was a perfect 7 on the pH scale.
Yeah.
It was perfectly fine.
They wasted Isaiah Bradley. They should have had him fighting in there. He should have been in the last, climax to everything. They should have suited him up or something. Let him do a little bit more. And I think they needed more of a villain as well. I mean, Leader was cool, but it was missing that little oomph. There was a little oomph missing to the movie that I think a different villain or even another villain could have bought if you had some brains and if you brought back, I don't know, the Abomination or something. Brains and brawn. Give us, I don't know. To me, it was just missing a little something to make it a really, really good movie. It's okay. Didn't blow me away. Just needed that oomph.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of like the old school MCU fashion where like they like the villains are forgettable, sort of.
Incredibly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was entertaining.
I mean,
I thought it was fine.
and if they could have at least saved the damn Red Hulk and not spoiled that before you got to the movie, can you imagine how big that could have been?
It would have been wonderful. But that's not the world we live in anymore. Everything gets spoiled in the damn trailer.
Frustrating.
Incredibly.
And that's why I don't watch trailers.
I mean, it was on the posters and everything. You really couldn't miss it. But let's run down all these. I'll name these movies real quick that took place after Endgame. Far From Home was, of course, the last of that phase, the Endgame phase. So that we got Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Marvels, Deadpool and Wolverine, which I wouldn't count, Captain America: Brave New World, and finally Thunderbolts. What would you say, going from 3 to 1, gentlemen? Let's start. What is your number 3?
It's not the most popular pick I'll make today, probably. But Shang-Chi goes for number 3 for me.
Okay. Fit?
I have Shang-Chi as my number 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
I had Shang-Chi as my number 3.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, my number 3 is a sort of like, I guess like a tie between Guardians Volume 3 and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. Seth, what's your number 2 then?
No Way Home.
I actually picked Guardians 3 for my number 2.
Yeah, I put No Way Home for my number 1.
Yeah, that was my pick for number 1 as well.
Then here comes the surprise out of nowhere. I'm dead serious when I say this. Thunderbolts.
Okay, well, let's take Thunderbolts out because I'm going to throw Thunderbolts into my ranking afterwards since not all of us have seen it. So if not Thunderbolts, so what would be your
Thunderbolts?
What will be your new number 3 then? What will be your new
number 3 at that point? Honestly, probably Multiverse of Madness.
Wow, no love for the Spidey, huh?
Nah.
Wow, what took you out of that one?
I don't know. Spidey's good and wonderful. It's just. Oh, no. I was saying bump up my other 2, so Spidey would be number 1, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd be number 3 in the rest. Okay, got you.
Oh, no. 3, I'm saying now will be Multiverse of Madness. If we're not including Thunderbolts, we'll have 1 and 2, or 3 and 2 just move up, and I'll be fine.
Okay. So, looking at it, throwing Thunderbolts in there, I would rank it at 2. I would put it right behind that Spidey. I mean, that Spider-Man movie with, Doc Ock, Goblin, it was just so great. But when I
I
say
get it.
Thunderbolts is right up there, Viet.
Oh yeah, I would almost like I sort of had like I couldn't just like rank every single one of them, but like they're sort of like I like these, and then like they were fine, and then and then I was like didn't like them, I would like I love Red Guardian and Yelena
Oh,
and
yeah.
White Widow, so like and like she was great in Hawkeye too, and
Oh, yeah.
I was just like. And so it's just like the fact that she's in there and Winter Soldier, like it's great.
I mean, it's not a
I'm looking
perfect.
forward to seeing it.
It's not a perfect movie, but it is of a higher caliber than we've been receiving these last couple years.
Yeah. Made you remember what Marvel movies could be.
And I mean, looking at this list, I like Black Widow. Black Widow was solid. They messed up my
solid.
Yeah.
Taskmaster, but it was solid. It's not bad. Doctor Strange, I thought was fun. I think we
I
could have
still
got.
never watched Eternals.
Yeah,
It's not the best, but it gets a lot more shit than it deserves, I feel.
I agree.
I was told by my friend Daniel Hooker that if you watch Eternals as a Power Rangers movie, he's like
He's not
it's
wrong.
enjoyable. And I was just like, all right. I was like, good to know. I'll watch it eventually, but I just never got around to watching it.
I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. It had its moments, but I think there was some wasted potential there.
Yeah, I think it was just more the sheer shock of like Captain Carter and Professor X showing up.
Zombie Strange.
Yeah.
Or just Wanda climbing out the mirror. There were some fantastic scenes in that movie. There was some fantastic stuff going on, but yeah, they kind of dropped the ball a little bit with the multiverse. I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once kind of blew it out of the water when it comes to alternatives.
Yeah, they came out at the same time, didn't they?
I think
Oh,
they
God. Yeah, it didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
So, Love and Thunder is just,
What a wonderful waste of gore.
yeah. 25% of the movie was good, but the rest of it was just.
I need to watch it. I think I need to watch it again. I've only watched it once, and I wasn't in the right mood to deal with that kind of silliness. Like,
I mean, that's
it
fair.
might be better if I watch it not taking it seriously.
Yeah, but they take somebody like Gore and they just.
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fundamentally misunderstanding what the character was.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, if you read
Jason Aaron's.
Thor: God of Thunder, any of Jason Aaron's stuff, like you're gonna hate that movie.
Yeah,
Because
unfortunately.
it's so good. It's so good. Jason Aaron's
Comics, yeah.
comic series is amazing.
So much wasted
And like
potential.
what they could do with Gore. But one saving grace is all the way at the end. And the after credits is we're gonna get my boy Hercules.
True.
I hope it comes to fruition because I would love to see Brent Goldstein do that.
I did not know he
Yeah.
was a comedian too.
Oh yeah, he was one of the writers on Ted Lasso.
Well, he has a special too. He has a comedy special, but I just knew him from Lasso. Ted Lasso is the only place I knew him from. All right. What else?
Black Panther.
Depressing. It's
Look, I was glad to see Namor in a film, but Wakanda Forever felt more like a eulogy than anything else.
a very depressing movie. That's kind of one of the reasons I don't think I can go back and rewatch it. And I don't know. I guess because of Aquaman, I had higher hopes what they do with Atlantis. It wasn't. I have to watch it again. I don't think it was bad, but that movie is heavy, very heavy.
It felt, yeah, like it was like the first act was just like, you know, like a send off, but also like a real send off.
Yeah.
and yeah, that was heavy, and like it's a good movie for that reason, but then like the rest of it just felt a little disjointed.
Well, Riri's getting her miniseries in June, if you can believe it's right around the corner.
That's crazy.
It is. Glad to see it's finally come to fruition, though.
Yeah, tying Namor to like Aztec or I guess that era culture is an interesting take.
Yes.
Agreed.
Although I miss that it's not like asshole Namor.
Still an asshole, but not
Yeah.
our asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Imperious. All right. And Ant-Man and Quantumania was just forgettable, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named did a great job as Kang.
Yeah, that was cool, but overall I don't know if it was just too silly, and we of course missing a lot of all the support characters from previous. I think it was suffered from too much green screen as well.
I can agree with that. There was plenty of things that just did not work with that film.
Yeah.
MODOK.
I mean, he was funny, silly, but
Yeah.
he was probably one of the better moments
Yeah.
out of it. And then the Marvels, which I thought was solid. I think it's more of it skews younger age than me.
I agree. I don't see why it gets all the hate that it's been receiving.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a fun movie.
I mean, just watching it for Kamala is half the reason, though. She was so good in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the three of them
Agreed.
getting in sync. I mean, it had some
Oh, that was a great montage.
it had some positive moments. I enjoyed it.
Guardians 3.
I mean, that was on all our lists, so we all know that movie.
Oh,
was
no.
great.
It was not on my list, sir.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
why Multiverse of Madness came in. Like, Guardians 3 just felt like a kick in the nuts to me. It was like, oh, do you like a puppy? Yeah. I'm going to shoot this puppy. Why are you going to do that? Don't worry. I'm going to do it 3 more times for you while we're at it. What the fuck? It is
Yeah, they know them.
emotional manipulation. That's what that film was.
I agree, but it was a good story.
To reference it again, I guess.
They're healing from traumas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I'll always like a movie with more Rocket in it.
I mean,
So-
of course, it's Rocket Raccoon. How can you say no to that?
Yeah.
It's his origin story on top of that. All right, fellas.
So you don't include Deadpool, Wolverine?
I wouldn't include it in the Marvels. No,
I mean, TVA included it.
I guess. I guess. It's a whole different. Yeah. I still feel like that's a closing out of the whole Marvel, the Fox X-Men stuff.
Oh, it absolutely was, especially with the ending credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like the behind the scene clips of all the movies throughout the years. That was great.
All right. Great episode, fellas. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Not that I can think of. Maybe go to Global Comics with an X and read Direct the Mighty by me and my buddy Sean McCauley, who goes by the Great Shono everywhere. Go follow him and support his work. He is very good.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you can actually see Shono, Seth, and I in June over at Heroes Con in Charlotte
Yeah.
next month.
Time Time can slow down at any point and it'd be okay with me. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yes. Especially with
Yeah.
these kids I have. Oh,
I
yes.
can imagine.
But yeah. I'm Matt Comedian Viet on all the social medias, and I do a Twitch stream where I've been painting Marvel United minis.
You can find
We're almost at the 100. We're almost at the 100 mark.
Nice.
the last
We're
100.
100 left. Yeah. And before I can get to the last 100, I have to paint Galactus.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn it.
Is he
It's a
to
big
scale with the rest of them?
Yep.
Yes, like he's dramatically bigger. Not like to scale,
Okay.
but he's like at least like 8-9 times bigger.
Which makes me wonder how they're going to do him in this Fantastic Four movie, because at one part they tease him walking through New York, but that's a whole other random thought I had in my head.
What the lessons learned, I hope. You know, because we all learn from history, right? Right?
Hell no.
Is we don't make our villains giant clouds.
Well, yeah, we learned that lesson.
Oh, that history. Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as they don't do that, I think we'll be okay.
All right. Listeners can find me on Blue Sky at EMPcast. Also head to the Earth's Mightiest Podcast webpage where you can find a link to our Discord server where you can come chat it up with us. I do believe we still have a Facebook group, but, you know, I think not too many people are using Facebook nowadays. Except my mom. She was posting pictures today, which was pretty cool. That goes to show you, though. All right. And Seth, once again, Dalrak the Mighty, Global Comics with an X.com. Anything else you want to plug?
Nah, I got nothing other than my good buddy Sean at the Great Show Know It Everywhere.
There we go. And with that, we will see you listeners next month.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're here to hear about the heroes and the villains and save yourself some dollars, yen, and euros from the zeros to the millions. This is a lot of class packed into one podcast. They probably ought to have laws passed, but it's too late to stop the onslaught. Raw blast of compacted, bombastic, five-alarm sass. They're talking AVX, way back to Secret Invasion. They're talking flying up high in the sky, down to the feet on the pavement. They're reading the pages of every single one of the summer events. So other than Bendis, you want to be coming to them when you want the Avengers. They're up inside of your environment with flying iron fists, giant-sized Goliaths, and the tiniest super scientists. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's Mightiest. EMP, literally MP3 TNT. Young, new, mighty, and secretly. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's Mightiest. EMP, literally MP3 TNT. Young, new, mighty, and secretly. Try denying it, but I insist. There's other podcasts, but this is Earth's Mightiest.